So, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to do something very interesting. We are going to build our first project, that is Snake Water Gun game. So, you all are aware about this game. Maybe some of you have played this game in your childhood as well. If not, you can Google it. You Google about the game, and you will get the more info from there. Okay. So let's have a look on the code. First of all, we are importing random. Okay, why we are importing this, so that we get random suggestions, random inputs from the computer. Now we are declaring a variable your score with 0, initializing your score with 0, then computer score with 0. Okay, then we are making a function play, making a function play, and we are calling play from ba- here. Okay, we are calling. Now what are we doing? We made the variable outside the function, to use them, those function in the those variable in the function, so we have to make it global. How? By this, see the structure. This is how we are making the variable global, so that we can use them in our function. So that is the base case. If your score your score means user score. Okay, if user score equal 5, so print you won, then return. Else if computer score equal 5, then computer won, then return. That is the base case. To stop the recursion, we are doing it by recursion. Now we initialize snake with 1, water with 2, and gun with 3, so that we don't write again and again wordy expressions. Okay, so for user experience to be well, uh, we are printing enter 1 for snake, print 2 for water, and print 3 for gun. So now we are taking user choice, what the user want. If he want snake, so he have to enter 1. If he want water, so he have to enter 2. If he want gun, so he have to enter 3. So maybe whatever he enter. Now computer choice. Now the use of random will be here. Why we import random? To use this, the computer choice will be random. We are taking random integer in the range of 1 to 3. Okay, we are taking random integer, rand random, and int integer in the range of 1 to 3. So this is how we get the input at the random value from the computer. Okay, now we are printing a computer choice, that is the computer choice, so that user will able to see what is the choice of the computer. Now if user choice is 1, means snake, and the computer choice is also 1, so this will pass. I have told you about this statement pass. It means if I didn't write anything, so it will cause an error. So I have to write something, which means I have to pass, I have to do nothing. Okay, so what will then we will print tie to show user that your match is tie. Now if user choice is 1 and computer choice is 2, then who won? The user won. How? See, 1 for snake and 2 for water. So who will win? Snake. Obviously, snake will drink the whole water, and the score of user will be 1 plus 1 plus 1. How? Because initially the score was 0, and now the score will become 1. So you will print you won. If the user enter 1 and the computer choice is 3, so computer score will be plus 1. How? 1 and the 3. Who will win? Snake and the gun. See, who will win? 3. So the computer choice will be 1, and the score will become plus 1. Similarly, If the user choice is 2 and the computer choice is 1, so how it will be? Same. Who will win? In the in this choice, computer will be won, and we will show computer won. The same way, all the inputs, all the choices we are putting here in the form of elif statements, and in the last we will print your score, which is user score, and the computer score, and also play, which means, let I will show you by running the output as well. So first of all, understand the code, okay, and play as well. So see, let's suppose user enter what? Let's run the code so that you will able to understand more. Okay, one for snake and two for water and three for gun. What I will choose? Two. Okay, and the computer choice is one. Computer one. My score is zero. Yani, and computer score is one. Now again, white run again. White run again. Let me show you how. Hmm. See, when the user choices, user enter its choice, so it will going to print. After that, it will print this, and again call the function again, then call function again, play. So it will again go through here. So that's how our code repeat again and again until the base condition meet. What is the base condition? Here, if the score become 5 and the computer score will become 5, so it will return. So this will continue until both players will score 5. Okay, as they complete their score 5, it will return to the play, to the calling, and then calling completes. The after this calling, the statement will be executed. What are these statements? Want to play again, so press 1. If don't want to play again, press 0 to exit. Then take the input user. If you want to play, then he enter 1 or 0. If input is 1, if n is 1, then play, else exit. That's all. See, again play. So let's have a play. Let's play. Okay, I'm entering 2. So my score is 0 and the computer score is 0. Now I am entering 1. My score is 0 and computer score is also 0. I'm entering 3. Computer score is 1 now. I'm entering 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we both have the score 2. Now I went in 3, 1. My score becomes 3. Now 1 again. My score become 4. And 1 again. Now 3, 1, 2. Yes, now congratulations. I have, because I have, my score becomes 5 and the computer score is still 3. So now the statements after the play, calling statement is executed. Now want to play the game again, so press 1 or 0 to exit. Now I'm entering 1 to press to play again, so enter. Okay, this is how you can play a game again. And okay, I hope you guys are able to understand. So that's it for now. Thank you so much.